Hello everyone, this is Hating Tian. Let's review trigonometry. So in trigonometry, we have learned angles and we have learned two kind of measurement. The first one is degree measure, second one is radian measure. So what is one full cycle and where I should start my angle? Okay, we say this one is our initial side. And then we will do the counterclockwise rotation. We are doing this. Okay, what is one full cycle? 360 degree, or we say 2 pi. So all the way back to the initial. And then we're, so what is the, what is here? 90 degree. So we rotate here, it is 90 degree. And how about here? 180, that's a half revolution. And the 90 degree is half pi, 180 is pi, and then here it is 270 degree, which is 3 pi over 2, and all the way back, it is 360, or we say 2 pi. Okay, so how about the three special angles? They are 30 degree, okay, they are 30 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree. And for these three important angles, we need to memorize sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent's value. This chart is very important. Please pause the video and write down this chart. If you still remember what's the value, good for you. So we can continue. If you don't remember, pause the video and write them down. Okay. If you don't remember how to memorize them, in our trigonometry class, we have learned some tricks to help us memorize these values. Okay, for the sine and cosine. So we only memorize the three special angles in first quadrant. This is quadrant 1, we say this is 2, this is 3, this is our quadrant 4. Okay, so we can put our hand in first quadrant. This is our small finger, middle finger. Okay, so this is 0 degree, and this one we say 30 degree, or you say pi over 6. And this one is pi over 4, we say 45 degree, or pi over 4. And this one is 45 degree. Oh, sorry, 60 degree, or you say pi over 3. This is 90 degree. And for the sine of an angle, theta, so we say square root of something over 2. And the question mark is how many fingers under this angle theta. For example, if I'm finding sine 30 degree, or this is sine pi over 6. So it is here. How many fingers under 30 degree? 1 finger. It is square root of 1 over 2, which is 1/2. So I memorized this. Sine pi over 6 is 1/2. And how about sine 45? How many fingers under 45? 2. Because here, 2 fingers under it. We have root 2 over 2. So how about sine 60 degree? It is square root of how many fingers under 60 degree? So here we have 3 fingers. We say square root of 3 over 2. So this is a trick. Help us memorize the special angles. How about the cosine? Cosine is above. How many fingers above it? So for the cosine, an angle is also equal to square root of a question mark over 2. But the question mark is how many fingers above the theta. For example, if I'm looking for cosine theta, cosine 30 degree. Okay, this is 30 degree. I see 3 fingers above it. Square root of 3 over 2. How about cosine 45 degree or cosine pi over 4? 2 fingers above. So square root of 2 over 2. How about cosine 60 degree? So I see 1 finger above it is root 1 over 2. We can also say 1/2. So this method helps us memorize the special value of a sine and cosine, and spend some time to do the tangent and cotangent. So we don't have to memorize cosecant and secant because they are reciprocal of sine and cosine. We have learned cosecant theta is equal to 1 over sine theta, and secant theta is equal to 1 over cosine theta. So you don't have to memorize these values, but you must memorize what is the sine theta and what is the cosine theta, and then let's flip. Okay, let's clear this area and then let's move on. Let's learn about the reference angle. So what is the reference angle? The definition is theta is an angle in standard position. What is a standard position? Initial side is at the origin, and then and then we do the counterclockwise rotation from initial. We're doing this, so this represents my angle theta. This is a theta. Okay, theta is an angle in standard position. The reference angle for theta is acute angle. Acute angle is the angle less than 90 degree. It could be 30, it could be 45, 45.7 degree. Formed by the terminal side of theta and the horizontal axis. So on our graph, we see our angle theta and the angle formed by the terminal side. What is the terminal side? This is a terminal side. And the x-axis, this is the x-axis. The acute angle less than 90 degrees. So this is the theta prime. Or we say this is the reference angle. So reference angle theta is equal to theta in first quadrant. Okay, let's clear this mess. And how about in second quadrant? We are all talking about positive angles. So in second quadrant, okay, this is my terminal side with the x-axis. So theta prime or the reference angle, it is here. And how to find the theta prime? In second quadrant, theta prime is equal to 180 degree minus theta or pi minus theta. So, how? Okay, let's see this. This is our theta. Theta plus theta prime or plus our reference angle will make a straight angle, which is 180 degree. So, finding the reference angle theta prime, we use 180 degree minus theta, or we use the straight angle, the half revolution, which is pi minus theta. And how about in third quadrant? Oh, sorry, I thought that's eraser. In third quadrant, my terminal side is here. Acute angle bounced between the terminal side and the x-axis is the angle here. This is the reference angle theta prime. How to find the theta prime? So if theta is given, this is the theta. So let's use theta minus 180 degree. That is the reference angle theta prime. So in third quadrant, we use theta minus 180 or theta minus pi in reading measure. Okay, in fourth quadrant, this is the angle theta. This is the terminal side. So reference angle theta is here, bounced between terminal side and x-axis. Make sure your angle is acute angle. So the theta plus theta prime will make a full revolution, which is 360 degree. So finding the theta prime reference angle, we use 360, the full revolution, minus the theta, and then that is our theta prime. Okay, or you use 2 pi minus theta. So these four, I think we can say these four formulas, they are all talking about theta, they are positive angle. If it's negative, we will have other methods. Okay, let's see the first one. We have theta, how to find the reference angle theta prime. Okay, let's see, where is the angle theta? 150. Okay, let's say this is 90 degree, 180, and 270. So 150 is in quadrant 2. This is 150. The reference angle, okay, reference angle is the angle here. So in second quadrant, we say theta prime is equal to 180 minus the given angle, which is 150, is equal to 30 degree. So reference angle is 30 degree. And second one, let's graph our angle first on the 4 quadrant. So question B, 180, 270. Oh, in third quadrant here. This is a theta, and we are looking for our reference angle theta prime. So we are using our angle theta 225 minus 180. Then we have 45. It is our reference angle. And how about the next one, a hard one? What does it say? So now we have a negative angle. Negative angle, we are rotating backward from initial side. Here, we are rotating clockwise. So this is negative 180 degree. So that is not that much. We're going this way. So we will stop here. So this is negative 138 degree. And reference angle is here. How to find this acute angle, positive angle? We have negative 138 degree. This is an interesting question. So if I don't worry about my angle is negative, for example, this is, for example, we say this is positive 138 degree. Do you know what is the angle here? The sum of these two angles will make a straight angle, which is 180. So we use 180 minus 380 degree. And then we got, what is this? I should do the math. So 2 degree and 42. Okay, so here is 42 degree. I only want to know what is the positive angle of this small angle. And how about another method? This is the first method. We don't worry about the angle is negative 380. Okay, so let's see this. How about we rotate this terminal side backward or the counterclockwise? We're doing this. We're rotating this back. Okay, so we got our terminal side here. And then what do we have? We have this angle. Let me change the color. So we have this angle and this angle. They are vertical angle or they are opposite to each other. They must have the same measure. Okay, so if I know this angle, I will know this angle. Okay, based on the negative 138, what did I do? I plus 180 degree because I rotated counterclockwise. So I got my positive angle 42 degrees. So this is 42 degree. This is my new terminal side. Then they have the they have the same measure with the vertical angle or opposite angle. So we got 42. You got two methods to find the 42 reference angle. Okay, let's see number D. So number D, we need a new XY plane or 4 quadrant. So we are starting from the initial side here, and this is positive angle. So we are doing the counterclockwise rotation, 360. Not enough. Continue to do the, they make a beautiful circle. Okay, continue to do the rotation. We stop here. So this is my terminal side. And my reference angle is the acute angle here. So we are using 387 degree minus 360 degree. Let's do math. Make them here clear. So do the math. We are going to have 27 degree. Do the subtraction. Okay, this is our reference angle. Okay, let's see. Okay, before we jump into the new part, let me ask you. I know that what is a sine 30 degree, or we say sine pi over 6 is 1/2, because I memorized that from my chart. Okay, how about this? Sine 150 degree. We don't know that because this is not special angle like 30, 45, and 60 degree. We got 150. How to evaluate the sine? Okay, sine 150 degree. Okay, so first we need to graph where is the angle 150 in quadrant 2. Okay, in quadrant 2, what is the reference angle of 150? Okay, use 180 minus 150. It is 30 degree. Okay, what is the relationship between sine and sine 150 and sine 30 degree? This is the angle theta. This is the reference angle of the theta 30. They have the same absolute value. And what else? They may not have the same sign. So I leave a blank here. So I need to fill out positive or negative sign here. They have the same absolute value, but they may not have the same sign. How to decide the sign 150 degree is positive or negative? We will use A as TC. So A means all the 6 trig functions, they are positive in first quadrant. And S means sine and its reciprocal cosecant. T in third quadrant means tangent and cotangent. C means cosine and secant is reciprocal. So all 6 trig functions, they are positive in first quadrant. So here, here, and here, they are all positive. And only the sine and its reciprocal positive in second quadrant, and tangent positive in third, cosine positive in fourth. So this is a sine function. In second quadrant, it is positive sine of its reference angle. I know its reference angle, sine 30's value, which is 1/2. So sine 150 is positive 1/2. All right, so here, absolute value of trig functions, value of theta is equal to absolute value of trig functions, value of reference angle of theta. And we are using ASTC. All students take calculus to help you memorize the 6 functions. They're positive or negative in these 4 quadrants. Okay, how to find trig functions value? First, find the terminal side of reference angle. So we should say graph. Find where is it? In which quadrant? First, second, or third? Second, we need to decide the sign, positive or negative, of the trig function. And then also we should know what is the reference angle and what is the value of trig function's reference value, reference angle's value. Okay, first one, I think I talked about the sine 150. So what should I do first? First, I need to find where is the angle 150 degree. So it must be in the second quadrant here. And this is 150. What is the reference angle? So we use 180. We use 180 minus 150, which is 30 degree. So we say sine 150 is equal to something sine 30 degree. I need to leave a space here because I don't know positive or negative. Okay, so in second quadrant, sine positive or negative? Positive. So it is positive sine 30, 1/2. Okay, let's see second one. Second one is also 150. I don't have to graph a lot of 150. So 150 reference angle is 30 degree. And then we say it's equal to cosine 30 degree. But in second quadrant, my cosine positive or negative? Negative. So it's negative cosine 30 degree. It is negative square root of 3 over 2. And how about example 3? I don't have to graph. So we say equals to blank tangent 30 degree. And in second quadrant is here. Tangent positive or negative? Negative. So negative square root of 3 over 3. How about the second? Second 150. Do I need to do the computation? So do this, for example, do the decide positive or negative? No, I don't. I don't have to do this because I know that secant equals 1 over cosine 150 degree. So we just have to flip this one upside down. Is equal to negative 2 over square root of 2. So do the rationalization. We can multiply square root of 3 top and bottom. We're having negative 2 square root of 3 over 3. So some of you say, I still prefer the method we learned, which is, bring it here, secant 150 is equal to secant 30 degree. And secant is, so this terminal side is in second quadrant. Secant is negative. So we put negative in front of secant 30. And we learned that secant 30 is 1 over cosine 30 degree. So we do the reflection. We bring the value of cosine 30 in this expression. We have square root of 3 over 2, and then we do the KCF. Keep the 1, change the division to be multiplication, flip the denominator. Then we have the same solution. So you don't have to do this. This is too much work. Okay, let's see next one. Secant 240 degree. I don't have. So now I don't have sine 240 degree. So I cannot flip it. What should I do? I have learned that. So graph it. Where is angle 240 degree? It is in 270. 270 degree is in third quadrant. So this is 240. Reference angle is here. We use 240 minus 180. So it's equal to cosecant. This is 240 minus 180 degree, which is 60. I don't have to write all of these. We just say 60 degree. But I cannot decide it's positive or negative in third quadrant. So A as TC. Tangent, cotangent, they are positive. Secant is reciprocal of sine, so I cannot have positive value. Let's only choose the negative value. Okay, negative value. Okay, what is secant 60? 1 over sine 60 degree. And then we can bring the value of a sine in the expression. We have square root of 3 over 2, and do the reflection is negative 2 over square root of 3. Do the rationalization is negative 2 square root of 3 over 3. So you can pause the video and copy down the steps. Let's save some space and copy the question here. Negative 2 square root of 3 over 3. Okay, let's move on. Next example, same angle, 240 degree. So it's in the third quadrant. And then this one is equal to cotangent. And the same reference angle, which is 60 degree. And then in third quadrant, cotangent is positive. So it is positive. And I have learned what is a cotangent 60's value in the chart. Square root 3 over 3. So we solved this one. All right, next part is unit circle. So for the unit circle, I will not ask you to memorize all of these, but you have to memorize 3 special values in first quadrant. So these 3 values. And every point on the unit circle, they are cosine theta, comma sine theta. So for example, the first one. So the first x value is cosine 30 degree. Cosine 30, it is square root of 3 over 2. And sine 30 degree is 1/2. And second one is cosine 45, comma sine 45 degree. Okay. You should memorize these 3 coordinates, and also you have to memorize these 4 values. 0.1, it is for the angle 90 degree, and negative 1, 0, it is the angle 180 degree. And okay, this coordinate 0, negative 1 and 1, 0. All right, let's see. Try tangent negative 150. Okay, so what is the tangent negative 150? How to evaluate this value? First, we always want to see where is my angle negative 150. Where is it? So we are doing the clockwise rotation, starting from here, go the way here. Okay, in third quadrant, what is the reference angle? This is 150 plus 30 degree will make a straight angle 180 degree. So reference angle is 30 degree. So it's equal to tangent 30. In third quadrant, positive or negative? Positive, because tangent in third quadrant is positive. And it is square root of 3 over 3. Okay, some of you say, I have learned the even or odd of my function. And this one, tangent, is an odd function. So, odd function says tangent negative theta is equal to negative tangent theta. If I see negative sign here, I can pull out my negative sign. Yes, we can also do this. Way 2. We can simplify this one to be negative tangent 150 degree and evaluate what is the tangent 50. And then also don't forget the negative sign in front. We have the same solution. Okay. Let's see next example. So if I don't want to use even or odd function, we use the graph to see where is it? Where is my angle? I'm rotating this way. Oh, it's here. It's on the y-axis. This point is 0, -1. And then we said, this is my cosine value. This is my sine value. So cosine -1/2, cosine -pi/2, it is my zero's value. So we say 0. And some of you say, my teacher says it is x, y. And then in the unit circle, cosine is equal to x over r. My x value is 0. R is unit circle. Radius, it is 1. 0 over 1 is also 0. You can also say it is 0. Okay. How about using even or odd function to evaluate this one? So, cosine is even function. Cosine negative theta is equal to cosine theta. I can ignore my negative sign. So cosine negative pi over 2 or half pi is equal to cosine pi over 2. Oh, convert it to the positive angle. Positive pi over 2 is here, and this point is 0, -1. So this represents cosine's value. We say, oh, it is 0. Or you say 0 over radius 1. It is 0. So we have so many ways to solve the same question. Okay. Let's see next example. Cosine. Okay. Let's see with this. So cosine 5 pi over 6, where is it? Which quadrant is my angle 5 pi over 6? This is pi. So it's in second quadrant here. What is the reference angle? So I'm using pi minus 5 pi over 6. It is 6 pi over 6 minus 5 pi over 6. It is pi over 6, which is 30 degrees. In second quadrant, cosine positive or negative? Negative, because in second quadrant, only the sign is positive. So let's put the negative sign here. I need to keep a space here. So it's equal to negative, it's cosine. So negative square root of 3 over 2. All right, let's see. Next example, cotangent. Angle is 3 power 4. Where is it? In second quadrant. This is 3 power 4. Reference angle is pi over 4 is equal to cotangent pi over 4. Positive or negative? Negative. Because in second quadrant, only the sign is positive. Then we can evaluate. That is -1. How about next example? Tangent 3 pi over 2. Where is 3 pi over 2? Here, right? So I don't have to memorize the 3 special angles value. We only need to know the coordinate of this point, which is 0, -1. And this is my cosine. This is my sine. Tangent equals sine over cosine. We can put the -1 on the top, 0 at the bottom. But 0 at the bottom is undefined, so this value is undefined. Okay, let's move on. Number 6, find 6 trig functions function values of angle 135 degree. Where is the angle 135 degree? Second quadrant. So this is 135. What is the reference angle? 45, because 45 plus 135 is 180 degree. Let's find what is the sine 135 degree. So it's equal to sine of the reference angle 45 degree. Okay, and decide is positive or negative. Positive, because ASTC in second quadrant, sine is positive. It is positive root 2 over 2. And then what is a cosine? Cosine 135 degree. It is cosine 45 degree. In second quadrant, cosine is negative. It's negative root 2 over 2. How about tangent? Tangent 135 degree is equal to tangent 45 degree. Decide positive or negative. In second quadrant, tangent is negative. So negative 1. And the other three trig functions, they are cosecant theta 135 degree is equal to the reciprocal, that is 2 over square root of 2. Do the rationalization, which is square root of 2. And secant 135 degree, do the reciprocal of this. So it is negative square root of 2. Last one, cotangent 135 degree. It is negative reciprocal of 1. It is 1. Okay, find the values of angles using a calculator. So this one we can use our calculator. Okay, sine theta is 0.2284. Looking for the theta. Okay, we have learned if I have function f of x is equal to something, equal to 2x plus 3. And then we are looking for the x. Oh, we need to find the so the inverse function. Okay, because this is input, this is output. We're looking for the input. So let's use the inverse function. We have too much definitions. We reviewed too many things. So the theta is equal to inverse of sine 0.2284. And then we use calculator to do the evaluation. But before that, let's review this. For the inverse of sine and the inverse of tangent, we can only find our theta's value in these two quadrants. So quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. In quadrant 1, positive angle. In quadrant 4 is negative angle. We're doing a clockwise rotation. Okay, and for the cosine inverse and the cotangent inverse, my angle, because inverse of the trig, they all represent the theta's value, angle's value. So we're having angle in these two quadrants. So quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. They are all positive angles. So our calculator can only find the angle in these two quadrants for the inverse of cosine and cotangent, and only find the angle in these two quadrants for the inverse of sine and tangent. Okay, so let's use our calculator. Where is my calculator? To evaluate this. Okay, where is the calculator? Here. Okay. Oh, I did some test. So first I need to know my angle, the output angle is a degree measure or reading measure. I need to check my mode. Okay, let's see. Oh, degree. So I like my degree. If you want to have the radian, so highlight radian. But now I like to have the degree. So hit degree. Second mode, we quit. And we are looking for inverse of sine. So let's click second, sine. And what should I put there? That is 0.2284. I think so. Yes. Okay, hit enter. So this is the angle. So let's put the value is 13.203 degree. Let's keep 3 decimal places. Okay, next one. Looking for the theta. We're looking for the inverse of cosine. negative 0.3765. Let's put this in our calculator. Clear. So second cosine, and it is negative 0.3765. Close the parentheses, hit enter. This is the angle 112.117 degree. Yes, it is, because my angle is in second quadrant, so it is here, right? So cosine of this angle cosine of 112.117 degree is equal to negative. Yes, it is, because in second quadrant cosine is negative. I have no mistake. Let's move on. It's tangent. Looking for theta, we're looking for inverse of tangent 1.458. So let's put this in our calculator. So second inverse of tangent 1.458. Close the parentheses, hit enter. Where is it? Here. Okay, it is 55.55. What is that? 555. Let's keep 3 decimal places. Okay, let's see next one. Theta is equal to, what happened? It's not working, sorry. Let's see. Maybe this video is too long. I cannot do anything, or it is too slow. So let's do the inverse of tangent, negative 9.7. I'm not sure what happened. So let's pause the video, and then I will do the work in next video.